What's up, y'all? It's your boy Kibgcal516 live in the mix. This is the Switch Flames podcast. So the Charlotte Hornets have extended Terry Rozier on a 4-year, $97 million deal. And we're going to dissect why this is very important for the Charlotte Hornets moving forward. But before we get into that, remember to check out the website, www.switchflames.com. Hit us up on Twitter, @SwitchFlames, and check out the Facebook page, @SwitchFlames Podcast. And just be alert that we are on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio. You can check us out on all those sites if you want to listen to the podcast. Also, you can check us out on Spotify. Now, with that said, once again, Terry Rozier and the Charlotte Hornets come to an agreement on an extension of 4-year, $97 million deal. That's pretty much estimated as a $24 million a year contract for 4 years. And so, with that said, I believe this is a great move. It's an important move because, you know, if you look at the two guards they had last year when they started the season, as starters was Devontae Graham and you had Terry Rozier. Right, and then we know that LaMelo Ball basically earned his way into the rotation and became a starter. But when Terry Rozier came from Boston, on that original deal, we know Michael Jordan seen a lot of great things he loved in Terry Rozier. So first and foremost, ownership loves Terry Rozier, and so Terry Rozier makes up the kind of player that Michael Jordan likes: a guy that works hard, a guy that's not afraid of the moment. You know, Terry Rozier is definitely not afraid of the big shot, the big moment. You know what I'm saying? And Terry Rozier, night in and night out, goes after it. You know what I'm saying? And very sneakily, he had a great season last year. He did really well. You know what I mean? And, the Charlotte Hornets do not get a lot of publicity, but now that LaMelo Ball is there, they're getting a lot more attention. Last season, more talk about Charlotte Hornets on mainstream media happened than in a while, right? Because LaMelo Ball is a certified star. And so I believe that Michael Jordan and his management, he has the former Lakers GM over there, Mick Kupchak, kind of running the team. And I believe 100% that the Charlotte Hornets are headed in the right direction. Now, if they can build around LaMelo Ball properly, you know what I mean? I think in a year or two, they'll be in playoff contention. I actually think they can fight for that play-in this season if everything goes right. They should be playing for that play-in, because now it's like with that core of players, you're going to have a year under their belt of chemistry, and I think they're going to play a lot better. And because LaMelo is going to come in there and start this season, there's not going to be any controversy, and he has a year under his belt. He just got the Rookie of the Year last season. I think LaMelo Ball is going to keep on improving. I think he's going to have a better season. Him and Rozier seem to have a lot of great chemistry. LaMelo's floor vision, you know what I'm saying, is great for that team. Both guys have an assertiveness, and what Terry Rozier does, more importantly, is he can give LaMelo a break off of those little smaller guards that are really quick, and he can go stick and defend them. You know what I'm saying? And so he can kind of give LaMelo a little bit of a break on the defensive end. Not that he'll be able to break fully, but what I'm saying is it just gives the Hornets more options of what they can play with. So this makes sense because I do believe Terry Rozier is their emotional leader. In the same way, I mentioned and talked about Marcus Smart to Boston. I think Terry Rozier has a similar role with the Hornets because I believe he's their emotional leader. That guy plays with a lot of passion. When he's on the court, he plays with a lot of emotion. And so I think that his energy is very important to the locker room. And when you have a superstar in the making like LaMelo Ball, you got to pay attention to guys very early on that he connects with and plays good with on the court. And him and Terry Rozier definitely came in and have a great chemistry. Terry Rozier averaged 20 points a game last season. You know what I'm saying? He shot the ball very well from the three, and from the field. And so he's doing pretty good. And I think Charlotte's doing this deal expecting that because of this early chemistry him and LaMelo got, as LaMelo continues to improve, that this combination is going to continue to be lethal. There's a reason why they didn't re-sign Devontae Adams, because at this point, they know that LaMelo and Rozier are the two people that they really want to be their starters. And so they didn't really want to give Graham a big payday. They can come off of him and go in another direction as far as who's coming off the bench for these guys. And so, once again, I do believe this is a great move. And I do believe that, Michael Jordan, his management, Mick Kupchak, I believe that the Charlotte Hornets are starting to move and trend in the right direction. And they need to continue to be patient. They need to continue to add the right kind of character guys, the right kind of players with LaMelo Ball. But LaMelo Ball is of the ilk. If you put the right pieces around him, this guy is a big enough superstar that he can carry you somewhere. And so if you're a Charlotte Hornets fan, you got to be excited, and you got to keep your fingers crossed that your management will continue to make these right moves, because Charlotte Hornets are trending up, in my opinion. Now, the East is very tough. The East has gotten a lot tougher. I mean, if you look at the top echelon teams in the East, it's tough. But if you look at a team like last year, like Atlanta, when the right things happen, they made a run. You know what I'm saying? And they made a run all the way to the conference finals. You know what I mean? They did lose to Milwaukee. They did lose, but they still made it all the way to the conference finals. You know what I'm saying? And this is a team, with the rising superstar of Trae Young. Now, and Atlanta for the next few years, because they're keeping that core together, as long as they continue to develop and grow, they're going to continue to be a force to be reckoned with. Charlotte Hornets have the potential in the next few years to be the same kind of team. If they're going to have to continue to draft well, that's going to be important, and continue to find solid veteran pieces to add to the puzzle that fit, similar to what Phoenix did when they brought in Chris Paul. You know what I'm saying? And then also a little glue guy last season that paid big for them, especially come playoff times. They had a guy like Jay Crowder, who they signed, you know what I'm saying, who they brought in as well. And so those little moves can be the difference of giving yourself a shot, you know what I'm saying, or not in this NBA. So I'm excited to watch the Charlotte Hornets this season. They're a very fast team. They're a very fun team to watch. And I think, once again, they're going to continue to prove. But my guess would be that they're going to play, probably closer to the bottom half of the Eastern Conference. They have a great chance to make the playoffs. I would like to see them make the playoffs. And we'll see what happens. With that said, it's your boy KibgCal516. Let me know what you think about this Terry Rozier signing extension with the Charlotte Hornets. Comment. Let me know what you think. Until then, it's your boy KibgCal516 live in the mix, signing off. This has been the Swiss Flame Podcast. Peace.